Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan. We're hanging out in Minecraft this afternoon, at least to start things off. We're on the Citadel server and we're actually in Dartmouth Meadows, which is where everything started. This is the starting area. We were fixing some gear and getting some new supplies and stuff like that the last time we were down here. And I need to grab some bones, see if I have any extra bone meal around. So we're going to go pop over to the moss farm, and I think maybe even my bone farm before we head back. Voldare has resubscribed. 6 months. Thanks very much, Voldare. Appreciate the support. Obu, SweetSandi, Kiwi B Dog, and Twinkle Tuesday. Hello. Welcome back. Where am I going? I'm going... I guess we'll go swamp first. See if I can find any bones. I don't know where else. I guess the only other bone farm would be way up in the Badlands. But I haven't been to this one in a while, so I don't know. We might not have any. I think I checked this the last time I was here, and I'm pretty sure there was not much happening. I would say that's a no. Unless I have bone meal just lying around. Which I don't think I do. Okay. We'll try someplace else. I don't think I'm like really low. I just realized that I'm running a tad low, and I thought, well, since I'm down this way, I might well check out a couple places. There's also the Wither Skeleton farm. This might have some bones, now that I think about it. We'll check downstairs. I am Clay. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. This is our Wither Skeleton farm, and we should have... Oh, that's fun. I guess they don't like you opening up barrels. I thought it was just chests. But it does not look like I have any bones in there either. Farmer Man, welcome in. Long ladders, man. I wish we had the ability to do water elevators or some sort of elevators in the Nether that were faster. I know you can do like minecart stuff, but let's check in here maybe. Nope. We could try the other Wither Skeleton farm. But I think the better chance would be the moss farm, and that's a lot closer. You turned it in a good time, I am Clay, because I don't normally venture around down this end of the server. We've been spending most of our time up in Westhill, of course. This is all gonna be poppies. There's some bone meal. I can't wait for the crafter to get in the game so we can actually make a lot of this stuff automatically. So we could just take some moss and turn that into bone meal on our own. This should be full of bone meal, but it's not. Okay. Where else would there be bone meal? I am not here, says the not here Cosmic Dancer. I would let you know that the best place for bones at the moment is likely a bone barn in Dartmouth Meadows. Oh, right. That would make sense. I think I have continued to pilfer my own bone block supplies. That would make sense. Is this the right portal? Probably. So the fun part about this area is that all the members of the server built in the area. So like I did the farm, Megan's house is here, Mattcast's house is up on the hill. Then everybody built their own little shops in the market. Like I think this is Cosmic's flower shop. Stuff like that. Mattcast has like a little fishing place. Alistair's got a coal spot. Bone meal. So I'm going to grab a couple of stacks. And I really need to replenish this place. There might be something in here. Oh, where else might there be some bone meal? Check my barn, I guess. This area used to be really efficient at making all kinds of stuff, but then people don't play here anymore, so all the farms don't run because they're not loaded. So it's a spawn town, but it's not actually the server spawn. So the moss farm is. If the moss farm was on, it would run constantly, but creates a bit of lag. This would be... maybe over here. Nope. I guess no bone meal here. So we'll head back. And if I think of any place along the way. Sorry you're under the weather, Cosmic. I know you've been dealing with them being sick for a while. That sucks. Well, you know, you can kick back and enjoy the stream. Everybody loves a good couch veg when you're not feeling well. Swamp, I did that. I don't think there's anything south. We can quickly check the other Wither Skeleton farm. Epic Enderman, no, it's not a public server. It's just myself and some friends. I have a server that's for patrons. It's called Infinity Cove. You can get that at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. But it's a pretty like long-standing world. People take their builds pretty serious. Like it's not just a public anything goes server. This is always freaky with shaders on. Now sometimes people don't bother to take the bones. They're only looking for wither skeleton skulls. There might be bones. I'll take the coal though. I am also running low on that. Reggie, hello. Is it Reggie or Raggy? I want to say Reggie. Alright, so there's nothing there. Probably nothing in the desert. Why would there be? Oh. Always a hard section to get through. Either. You changed it last night. Okay, cool. Well, glad I was halfway there. Yes, rest up, Cosmic. I guess we'll head back. I got 2.5 stacks. That's fine. Jay Chris, hello. And getting low, so we'll try to get through the portal and we'll sleep before we head back to Westhill. I guess there might have been some bone meal in the modern city, but I should really call it Southport. Kiana Bananas, thanks. Yeah, I think some of those were mine. Farms, early server farms, a lot of things that I did when I first started on the server, which is why I'm so late, you know, 3 years in building like a big, or 6 years in building a big town, is that I did mostly like community farms. Like I was building redstone stuff and all that kind of stuff. Sure, if you want to AFK at the farm. I really need to figure out something cosmic where I can have some bones coming in areas that I'm loading in. But I'm hoping that the sci-fi area is going to help with that. Really, it's just the fact that there's some tweaks that we could make to some of the farms to actually have it do something like that. But the problem is that we don't have the crafter. And until we have the crafter, that iron farm slash moss farm area is going to be very, very useful. We haven't really gotten there yet. Like really, I don't know why we need all those poppies. We could be turning all the poppies into bone meal. You know, as an example. So last stream, we were puttering around on the river here to my left along the east here. This is the Westhill River. And so what we did yesterday, we spent some time dredging out all the sand and gravel and clay from the bottom and replacing it with coarse dirt and dirt. And then we added in a little bit of a bone meal touch with some plants and things. And all it did was just kind of take that default Minecraft river, which looks like this kind of stuff, right? I just realized there's a lava pocket there. All the sand and different stuff that you have over here. And you can kind of see where we stopped. I kind of just went around the bend. I went around to like the end of viewing distance, you know, for the area. And honestly, I just realized I forgot a small spot. There's no bone meal happening up here. So stuff like this. And then, yeah, see, that's pretty empty, right? So that's why I wanted to get some more bone meal, because I just needed to come through here and just hit this a couple times, right? And then maybe go through and thin it out a bit. I find it puts down an awful lot. And it puts it down in straight lines, which is weird. And that's actually easier to do when you don't have shaders on. Yeah, so just little touches like that to help it look a little bit more lived in. Say lived in, like nature lives here. Yeah. So we did this entire section yesterday. We were all of this through here, all along underneath here. I left a rock just for fun. So all this is nice and sculpted now, and I'm going to swim back, and I think there's a couple spots maybe farther down the river where there isn't any bone meal, so we're going to throw that in now. And I guess after we get there I can turn off shaders. It is really cool to be underwater with shaders on though. It does, SweetSandi, I agree. Yeah, like all of this looks pretty good. We'll have some fine tuning to do later, like here, I missed a spot, you know. And then, yeah, see along here. just it puts down so much. Alright, I have to do this without shaders, otherwise I'm going to get seasick. So here's a spot where obviously we made some mistakes, so I'll have to fix that later. So now you see why I needed to get some extra bone meal. It just helps add a little bit of life along here. Obviously hit the wrong block. Did I not just do all this? Maybe I didn't get that far. When it gets a little deeper, I'm okay with it being kind of thicker. And then here, the logic was that you wouldn't see a lot happening underneath the bridge because there wouldn't be a lot of light hitting it. I'm gonna have to come back through here and punch a bunch of stuff out. All right, we'll get some more blocks because I've seen a couple of places where I needed to make some adjustments. T30 drifts, hello. Yes, I wasn't like in a dire situation for bone meal. But it's lower than I wanted it to be. All right, that's that. I need dirt. Maybe a stack of grass. Definitely some coarse dirt. Maybe some slabs. I think I'm okay. Maybe I'll bring some gravel. More bone meal than you've ever had. A lot of that I think is from a skeleton farm. We've got a couple of skeleton farms in the server, but yeah, the moss farm did quite well. It doesn't have a shutoff though, like it doesn't have a way to point it towards bone meal. The bone meal was overflow, so I need to do better at stuff like that. All right, so that doesn't look terrible. Oh, I forgot my potions. Whoops. And these are just empty water bottles I don't need. Might as well wait until I have to reset the night. Put these back. Feel at the risk of losing my Bone Meal King crown? Maybe. So all I want to do is just quickly kind of punch out a few of these just where they look a little bit dense. I like the sides. The side look okay. Just this looks like a grid, which looks really strange to me. Doesn't flow the way that the river flows, you know? Guess I should drink this. The whole reason I have it. So I'm just kind of quickly looking for spots that kind of look a little dense. Like this. Like that to me looks strange. Sometimes it looks good, like sometimes when there's enough tall grass, all kinds of makes sense. Oh, I don't think I brought a bucket either, did I? No. Thought I saw... Yeah, one of these guys isn't waterlogged. Go get a bucket. We're here. So when leaf blocks are not waterlogged, they have this weird water texture on the side of them. But if you fill them, then they end up looking normal again. The tough part is when the water isn't deep enough and you can't like get far enough back for it to make sense. Let's take out you. So just subtle changes, I think, help. And I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, is anybody going to see this? Probably not. But I'll know. And if you've been following this channel for a while, that's kind of my MO. Like 4 in a row looks kind of strange to me, right? Cool thing is, like, it only takes a few minutes. And ultimately, you end up with a much nicer looking result. Now, somewhere along here there was another mistake that I gotta fix. I think it was over here. I feel like that weird looking thing happens to the bottom of some blocks underwater and I can't seem to remove it. Yeah, you could try waterlogging the block. There's a couple of different things you could try. Upside down stairs do that sometimes. Thought there was a spot over here where there's like a section that wasn't done right. I think this looks like it's been mostly done. I mean, it could be more dense. There could be more stuff happening. I mean, this is a decent spot to put like a rock or something too, right? So sometimes little, touches like that help. Do you like the really tall, the double grass? Good. All right, that's a good pass. And now I'll go back and look and see if there's any other like block mistakes, but I think most of it's pretty solid. That's wrong. Might as well write out the water breathing potion. And any place that feels like really kind of lackluster, we can maybe fill in with a little gravel. Like I like seeing some gravel in places. Maybe like through here. Oh, here's a spot. I remember the sand now. And that's cool rock, but that doesn't go there. That all looks pretty good. Any place where there's like a feature, I try to do like a little bit extra detail. You can kind of see where I was doing it before. And cool rock there, like it, like it. Did some stuff there as well. Sometimes you can pick to have like an area that's specifically got denser seagrass. Like I said, I do like the tall ones, especially when they poke through a little bit. That's fun. Yeah, I'd say that's good. And I know I've already done the river through here. What is the half dirt slab? It is a retextured petrified oak slab. So you create a data pack recipe for the petrified oak slab, and then you retexture it. Without my texture pack, it just looks like oak planks. But you got to break it with a pickaxe. It's really old school. I don't know why it's still in the game. But it's the one thing that you can texture in Minecraft that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice another texture. Like you don't lose something to gain something. Mossy dirt when, right? T30? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, this goes back there. I think that's one of the things we can check off, right? In my small riverscape, the Westhill River. We might not be finished the whole thing. No, we still have a lot of work to go on through there. I think what I'd rather do is I'd rather work on getting the East River sorted as well, because we've got, that's a lot of work. So we'll probably keep everything north. So what I'll do is maybe what we'll do is we'll have like a Westhill River north and south. So we've done the Westhill River north. And East River is next. And that's down there. And this hasn't been completed either. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is the other one that I really wanted to fix. So we'll just balance our inventory. I'm not going to need the bone meal for now. I feel like we're going to need more grass. And more coarse dirt. So in this area, it's same idea. I just want to have the river look good from the different vantage points that are part of the build. So you see there's nothing going on down here. There's a big rock. There's a weird kind of drop there. But the overall shape of the river is pretty good. Like I'm happy with that. And there are some cool features, you know, that I want people to be able to see. Elder Shots, hello, good to see you. So like that's really cool, right? But you'd want some decoration happening around there. But then this way, default Minecraft river. Via, I should say, World Gen 116. This is not 118 terrain, this is 116 terrain. So in this process, if you missed the stream yesterday, the first thing I normally do is get the edges of the river to where I want it. And this river is actually pretty wide at this point. It's a quite a large space. Hence the giant bridge. And this looks like it's been pretty smooth. I'd say I probably did this right up until the sand starts. And on the other side, I would say I did not. Maybe I did. I feel like it needs to come out a little bit more. So we'll start there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if this got a little bit thinner through here. That's pretty good, although actually, yeah, that's not bad. We need to push it a little bit here and change the amounts. So we're doing 3s, but I need to kind of change it up a little bit. 3. Let's do 4, 5, 3, 2, maybe. Nope, I'm gonna touch that back. This is the kind of width I think is pretty good. So maybe we should start from there. Rose Gamer X, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, let's extend this here a bit. How's that going to look? That's starting to be a little bit more like what I want. Feels very flat here. So maybe we have to take it up a bit first. Have it snake around a little bit, make a little bit of an S curve. Maybe not that far. No, that doesn't really work either. Right back to where I started. Maybe we just have to come down farther. It's always strange trying to get these things to curve the way that you want. Pixel art circles, you know? Never seems to work out the way you anticipate. Generally speaking, I find that you need more like sections of 2 than you normally think. Yeah, that seems to be working. Oh, did I bring the bed with me? I did. Excellent. Save some time. That looks like a cave. Easy sand and lots of it. Yeah, that's what we were saying yesterday. You definitely get a fair bit. To the point where like I almost don't have the room for it anymore. So like if you get a build project that you need glass for, sand for, concrete for, then get a river biome that you need a landscape. Start there. I'm gonna try to curve this nicely. All kinds of these guys today. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 3. I'd say that's working pretty good. That might even be too steep. Yeah, let's just go 1 of these. It's funny how just a single pixel sometimes can make a big difference. So you can see once we have the curve of the steep bend, then we can also lean into this over here, like this being gravel. It might be cool to have there actually be a rock here. Like the whole reason the river has to go around this is because there's a rock here. Yeah, so maybe we'll leave that there. See what that looks like from the bridge. Just like little tiny points of interest. It'll look better once it stands out as the only rock over there, I think. So you can see how much more appealing that curve is as it goes around the corner now, right? And so then we just have to follow. When you're happy with one side, it's just a matter of like following the pattern. I think we're doing pretty good. I do have to remove this sand though. Now here, I think we'd end up going a lot farther. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to narrow it up a bit. Yeah, here, I think even after 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you'd end up going here to there. Oh, too much. Just do 3 of those. It's weird that you can place dirt like on top of the grass that's in the water. Yeah, and then we'll do 2. I think that's pretty good. Useful to be able to place blocks on seagrass or kelp when you want to build in the middle of an ocean. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I guess that makes sense, eh? That makes sense. Careless, hey, how's it going? Doing well, thank you, yeah. So it feels a little bit strange, but that just might be the angle that we're looking at it, unless I made a mistake right there. It'll be easier to see that kind of stuff. Yeah, this might be a little bit sharp. It'll be easier to see that kind of stuff when we get rid of all the sand. I'm just trying to decide how far I want to go. I want to get rid of the sand there. I guess I just need to go back and kind of figure out like how far can we see. So I would say probably to those, probably to this sugarcane. Try not to make more work for myself than I need to. That's a long way. Yeah, I'd say probably to about here is where we can stop. We might get rid of some of the riverbanks. Yeah, we probably have to come down to about here. There's it's weird floaty. There must be some wood in here somewhere. Is that all of it? I think that's all of it. So there is a road that comes down here, but it's not like a super long road. It just kind of stops. And it would be fun if, you know, if somebody else was going to build in that other area that I told you about a couple streams ago. There's this whole plateau in here that could be built. And then there's more places down here that could be changed into little kingdoms. But it'd be fun to kind of take this road, go down. You can see there's some torches there. I think Cosmic did some work in through here. Yeah, I'd say we have to come to about there. Get it all sorted. I guess I got some iron from a zombie. All right, so we'll do down to the sugar cane down there. Let's just mark this as like the end. It's so funny how a block like sand being so bright on the map when you're trying to like draw lines with the grass, how distracting it is. I really find it hard to see the shape. Once I get rid of all the sand, and at least on the surface, so I can see the edge of the green grass next to the blue river, it becomes a lot easier. But it's funny how bright it is. And Rita, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, so 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. At some point here, we're gonna have to go in the other direction. So probably 2 to there. Try not to change the natural course of the river too much. That's probably good. Something I've learned over the years is try not to do more than 5 diagonal in a row. If you can, I find that anything more than that, things start to look really straight. And even here, we could probably push that back. Is that too narrow? Maybe a little bit. I definitely have more ink than I know what to do with as well. Oh, that needs to start coming back. Two, we'll do 3. I'm not sure how much sense it makes when I'm starting to count out loud. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, this just has to get pushed back in. Yeah, that'll work better. Real Kuso. Thanks very much. Man, I've tried playing Minecraft a little bit on Xbox. I think it was like I had a headache one time and I just wanted to sit back on the couch and do something simple. And man, playing Minecraft on Xbox is slow going. This should be 5. It's still really sharp. Oh, we're out of grass blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time to count your way to a break. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's fair. Need to come back and get more supplies anyway. And dump off this stuff. What we really should do is put all of this away. Free up some inventory space. The inventory game continues. Problem with the console version is that you have to use the controller instead of point and click. Yeah, that's where I just couldn't get past it. It was cool to play Minecraft on my giant screen. Like, that part was fun. And I've got a Xbox Series X. Like, I really wish that RTX would like Minecraft would work on Series X. That would be that. Then I would be tempted to mess around with it for sure. And logs. Gotta remember that I got a whole shulker of birch in there. Wow. Don't ask me why. Cool. So for folks that are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to reheat my coffee, grab a snack. You should too. Grab a friend. We'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Sorry about the extra length there, folks. I had a quick phone call. MindTripMedia, 100 bits on the break. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Alright, I guess we're just flying back over. So I already have all the blocks that I need. So now we just have to do this side of the river. Over here. Or I guess that part is a little bit wonky. Let's fill that in. I'm going to leave this pool here, I think. Just for fun. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the joys of elytra and water. Alright, I think that's about as far as we need to go. Then we just have to do the other side. Yep. We'll try to make this feel like a decent point. Already started pretty good. There. And then we just have to curve the other way, I would say. I might even start that sooner. Yeah. That's good. The flowers being removed have to be replaced. Well, I do like the white ones. I tend to use those around the builds a lot. I guess I should have maybe tried to make a green line before I erased all that. Let's see. maybe this has to be a little bit steeper. I try not to make it like a road. Like you want it to get thicker and thinner and move around a bit sometimes. 2, 3, 4. Something like that, maybe? Sure. Then we just have to connect it down. Whoops. We've gone farther than I was planning on it, but I think a solid place to stop. And it's funny, you know, over the last few years as we've been working on this area, I found that how it looks on the map absolutely has influenced the way that I will design something. And like if things, oh wow, that's a cave in a bit. Bet you there's some fun stuff down there. It's funny the things that you discover when you're doing this stuff and you're like, I've got no interest or time to go down there. But if it was a single player world and you're just starting off, it would have been just like jackpot. This looks amazing. How much fun is that going to be to explore, you know? But I'm just like, this is not why we're here. We need to move on. Yeah, you can't do that on Xbox with a controller, or at least I can't. Maybe there's other people out there that can. I am not one of those people. Well, we got lots of flowers. So I think that's a pretty good kind of sculpture of the river. We got down to about there. I may just go get rid of some of the sand. This is what I mean by the map influencing you. There's 4 pieces of sand here next to a beehive or a bee's nest. Just take the 2 seconds, Joel, and just get rid of it. So your brain can forgive you. Making gross, squishy noises. Anyway, so that is step 1, is shape the river. Step 2 is getting rid of all of the sand and putting in some coarse dirt along the edges. So usually what I do, first thing we'll go and dump some of our inventory here. But I usually put in coarse dirt like 1 block underneath the edge. But like that's just a stack and a bit of sand without any real serious effort, you know? We're gonna need probably more coarse dirt. Might actually just have to make some coarse dirt here. Might not need that much, but we certainly are going to need 3 stacks. And this we can usually do from the surface pretty easily. So just from a in-game perspective, kind of bird's eye, and see the niceness of that. Versus, is there a place where there's not a, yeah, over here. So that's natural old 116 river. And then we've just taken like what, an hour? And kind of smoothed it out. And even if you left it like that, like if you like the sand, then hey, call her done, right? No big deal. That is coarse dirt. So it looks like I've done this almost all the way. So I do this just because I feel like it's nice if you ever have to come and look at the river, that you, the player, end up seeing potentially the coarse dirt. I feel like I just messed up. Yep. And then anything below this, we just go ahead and get rid of. And of course, you got to fill in the new stuff. And some of this I might actually take note of. Like I kind of feel like this would be a good spot to actually go out by a couple blocks. Right? And actually have this little ledge. And a lot of times I think about this, not in terms of like just barely what I need to get this job done, but also think about it like it's kind of good practice for like the next time I need to make a river, do something. Or a road, any kind of meandering, curvy thing, you know. See, now here I'd be back to doing just regular coarse dirt right there. And I don't know that we need to do this all the way around. Maybe we'll just, maybe from here we'll just do regular dirt just to kind of save myself all the gravel that I don't need to craft. go from there. That's one side just about done. All of this is just new. We're definitely going to help our dirt storage free up some space. Cool. And then we'll just pop over into the other side and collect our spoils. Definitely is easier when you can have your feet on the ground, that's for sure. Well, this part is easier in the water, but the mining, I guess, removing blocks is definitely easier. So many squid. Go away. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of sand from this river. See, now here, I might actually just leave that gravel there, just because it could look cool. This is about when we started using coarse dirt, isn't it? Yeah. And who knows, maybe there'll be some little wharf or something over here in the future, so because it's close enough that you can see that, I kind of want to make sure that there's the same process has been made throughout the whole river. Or used throughout the whole river, I guess. A lot of sand. My sci-fi plans are going to be fantastically funded. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of concrete. Although I say that and like there's no stairs in concrete, so I have to figure out a style for my sci-fi build plans to figure out like what I'm going to do. This looks like it's already coarse dirt. The modern city build doesn't only need lots of glass, but you want concrete too? Yeah, totally. And that'll be fun to kind of pop back to the modern city of Southport, kind of play around in there, make the build feel more complete while I'm trying to figure out what the next step is. I've said this before on stream, but I'm absolutely going to be spending some time doing some smaller builds before I move on to just like another big area. But the thing about the sci-fi build is that I'm not making any one big thing. I'm thinking about just making an area with a bunch of small builds in it. So there won't be that pressure to like spend all your time trying to work on one thing. I think I'll be excited to work on a new area, new design language, new shapes and colors and color. Really excited for color in a sci-fi zone. That's for sure. And then it looks like we switched back to dirt. There, so that's the first layer done. And then you just kind of run along the entire river and do the exact same thing all the way along. Pervasive Tech, hello. Been a minute, hope you're having a good weekend. Enjoying the sub, I hope. I think I also saw Pervasive Tech that you joined the Spawn Chunks Discord. Very kind of you. Appreciate the support. Cosmic Dancer. Holy smokes. That is 12 months of tier 1 to herding cats. If I'm reading the Twitch chat right. That is incredible. Thank you so much, Cosmic. Wow. Very much appreciate the support. That's amazing. And herding cats now has the Space Keystone badge. I think I'm reading that right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cosmic, please. Because Twitch and Streamlabs give me two different notifications. It is, SweetSandi. Thank you very much. Yes, that is a Cosmic gift sub. Thank you ever so much, Cosmic. And herding cats, congratulations on a full year of sub to the channel. This kind of stuff always blows my mind. Thank you so much, Cosmic. All right, water time, water breathing time, water breathing potion time. None of that was accurate. We're gonna drink a potion so we don't have to come up for air. And then I just come through here and just blitz. Actually, I was blitzing too much. At some point, I might start doing this. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm not sure whether it's better to go and try to mine out everything all at once. Well, first, I need to take off these stupid elytra while I'm in the water. I also get these little like downward water flowing blocks that just push you into swim mode when you don't want to be. So you can see here the bottom is like all coarse dirt. And so I'm probably going to continue that to a point when we come back to decorate this area. Because obviously there's no, greenery happening around the bridge. And so anything from the bridge that's within, a viewing distance, I want it to look pretty good. Oh, that's really nice, Cosmic. Thank you. A nice thing to say to herding cats. It's funny, herding cats around here is a good thing, but normally when people use the phrase herding cats, it's generally a bad thing. Okay, I am really getting sick of this swimming stuff. This might not last very long, folks, if this continues. There are just a few things about Minecraft mechanics that just drive me a little bit bananas. Like, what? I don't want to swim. stop me from swimming. It's funny, you can get down in here and you're just not even paying attention to where you are on the map. All of a sudden you're going around the corner, and I guess I could always use a little mini map. But definitely not something you'd want to attempt without a decent shovel, some water breathing potions. That all looks good. Missed a spot there. One of the reasons why these Minecraft streams lately have been a little bit shorter than normal is because I find doing a lot of this river work can make me kind of motion sick. The way that pushes the screen around. For people that don't know, I've got a mod actually that removes the camera bob when you're walking. So my crosshair stays like dead center no matter what I'm doing. It doesn't move around. I mean, I'm in the water right now, so it's kind of bobbing up and down, but like it doesn't move with my footsteps. See how the shovel is moving? So the mod keeps the shovel animation, the hand animation, but it doesn't have this cursor bob, and it is called no screen bobbing. And it's an old mod. It's outdated in terms of the number that it's supposed to support, but I've tested it on a single player 1.20.4 world and it works. So that's good. Otherwise, like I would honestly have to develop it myself because I can't play without it now. Now, I was going to try and keep some of this gravel intact. Maybe we'll keep a little bit of the clay too. Whoops. Of course. Oh my gosh. Squid. So done. And I think we're just going to keep it at this level. Might make it a little bit deeper here, but that's it. Time to sleep, it looks like. Choosing the username when I had 2 kids under 4 plus 2 kittens, says Herding Cats. Was home educating and playing nursemaid to 2 other family members. Seemed fitting at the time. Yep, that sounds about right. The last time I used the word herding cats, actually, or the phrase herding cats, actually, I would have been probably in university. And I didn't drink when I was in university, but a lot of people did. And so I'd be going out sober with a bunch of people partying and trying to get a group of your friends from point A to point B when you're not drunk and they are. That is like herding cats. Especially when they're like early 20s. It's a rough go. I do not recommend. It's not a gig that I think people would enjoy. So yeah, we're not gonna go down that far, I don't think. I think this is going to be our bottom. So what I'm going to do here on the bottom, I'm going to come out by an extra block on the corners to kind of make it look a little bit more gradual. More potion breathing time. And actually, look at all the sand. That's just nuts. Hopefully the blocks don't despawn flying this far away. I need to do... Oh man. I've got to bring everything inside, I think. Is that this thing full? That's this thing full. Crap. Well, that's 3 double chests of sand. We've got more storage underneath the crypt, or in the crypt under the graveyard. Where should we put the sand? We've got dirt, grass, feel like probably need more. Maybe we'll just do sand here. Sand and gravel or something. This is closer anyway. Take care, herding cats. Thanks for popping by. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I am planning on playing both Satisfactory and Minecraft again today. Just for people that are hanging out in chat that might want to know. I feel like we might have to make some choices here. This is too deep. And I think we probably just filled this in. I think this is the part that makes me seasick, all the bouncing around. And yes, I can see the line where we stopped with the coarse dirt, so I'll address that somewhere down the line. Today is more about just getting the broad strokes of getting the river filled in. Oh, we're to dirt. That's no good. Yeah, I like Satisfactory too. I did some number crunching and I did some thinking about what our next projects are going to be on Satisfactory, so we're doing okay. I've got a plan. We need more copper, but it should be doable. Weirdly, like flying around like this doesn't bother me in the least. Like it's totally fine. It's the swimming and all the bobbing. I can handle like quick motions on ground, but it's the vertical push as opposed to the left and right that make me a little motion sick. I shouldn't say that. It gives me a headache. Gonna make a drown farm in Satisfactory. Yeah. I think that's the thing. It's like you're always sinking, you know, which makes sense. I mean, you're in water, but you always have to tap like the space button, space bar, constantly. I think this came together pretty quick though. We're making good progress pushing the original Minecraft terrain farther and farther from the bridge. I am really tired squid though. So here, again, I wanted to try and push this a little bit heavier near this spot because I thought it was a neat way that the natural terrain worked. We'll try to do that. TikTok, dirt block, break time, says Sandy. Really already? Wow. That went by fast. I guess I took a slightly longer break last time. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. I shall go do that. Looks like it's getting dark now anyway. One little sand block here. Once again, folks, I take a break about once an hour. It is that time. Refresh your drinks, grab a snack. I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. back into the water. I feel like we have creative tasks like this going on in Minecraft. There are times when things like this make the game feel like work. Absolutely. It's like when I used to work in art and you had to draw a crowd scene and you finished drawing your main characters, but then you had to draw like all the people in the background. And just like incredibly tedious. I'm not sure how great of a stream it makes either, just because of the nature of the content. But like I've not done any real creative work in Westhill off stream. Like I've always just done it. Always just done it on stream. So I don't want to, I guess, start now doing a lot of work where people can't follow along, because I've kind of committed to it at that point. I think I'm okay with this little drop. Do I need more potions? I need more potions. Everything is blue. Yep. I don't think I really need that. Or the squid head. So from the air it looks kind of boring. But we are getting there. Oh, I wanted to leave that, I think. It's another giant cave. Out of dirt. That won't do. So it's times like these, I'm really glad that I've kept all of the dirt and grass and gravel and all the things that we've dug up over the last few years in this build, because when you go to build or fill in big projects like this, like if you're playing in survival and you don't have that stuff, then you have to do that really tedious task of going to get the dirt and then just moving it from one place to the other. I'm glad we don't have to do that. Where's our bottom here? Is the bottom this level? Yeah. That's kind of a fun flavor. Maybe we'll leave that there. First time coming to your stream since listening to the Spawn Chunks. I can really appreciate the level of dedication to the project. Thanks, Nerdo. Appreciate it. We're just in this tiny nitpicking phase, and honestly, I'd be doing more creative, fun stuff if it wasn't for the issues we're having with mods and data packs in 1.20.4. I think most of them were ready for 1.20.3, and then the little bug fix and stuff that happened with 4 kind of pushed some people back. So I'll have to wait another week, which is fine. I mean, I wasn't going to get this done before Christmas anyway, so it's fine. The idea too, like, this is such a long-term world that by doing this kind of work now, it just kind of helps future-proof it for anybody else that wants to build in the area, or if I come back and do something in a couple of years, like, it'll be nice to have such a well-thought-out kind of finished plan for the area, so then you can kind of like have something to reference and move forward from. Realizing just how deep this is going to take a while. So I think I'll focus on the end that we can see from the bridge first. And maybe not that one. Yeah, this... I wonder if they'll ever update the squids. Like, I know that they updated the bats and a couple of other things. I wonder if they'll ever update the AI on the squid. They just constantly beach themselves. I find it really strange that squids spawn in rivers to begin with. I really am surprised that with the ocean update that they didn't move squid spawning to just the ocean. Unless they did and someone didn't like it or something. Okay, have we done everything through here? Not the bone meal, obviously, but got the geometry done. I think what I'll do, just so this doesn't look terrible, I'll quickly put in like a little bit of just taking the pattern down, spreading it out a little bit so it doesn't look like a straight line. Just so it doesn't look quite so amateur. I think they updated the squid. It says Bright Storm Rising. I know they made some changes to squid spawning, but I don't remember. They changed it to like the height. They changed the height, I think, of it, the Y value. I think the problem is though in like the deeper rivers and stuff, you end up with a lot. The thing that I find so strange is that so much of what Minecraft does, they try to do like natural things, you know, like that nod to the panda, the way that mangrove swamps work or are a nod to how real mangrove swamps are in the real world, that kind of thing. But then like squid spawning in river, you know, but they don't. They just don't. Right, we're almost there. Well, this won't take that long. Won't take that long. Dirt box is empty. Yeah, it did not take long, hey? Did not take long. I can't tell if this is the bottom. Gotta go down one more, maybe. I mean, we'd always drop it a bit. See, I think gravel looks a lot more natural in rivers. Yeah, I think we'll have to cut this out anyway. Maybe a river update with trout and fly fishing. I don't know about fly fishing, but because I mean, fishing in Minecraft is definitely not my favorite mechanic. And I think they updated the rivers mostly with the 1.18 update. But I can see them revisiting something like the squid because they've revisited the bat and the, not the allay, the Vex recently. I mean, salmon and river, that makes sense, right? Makes sense to me. Yeah, I guess we could make this go down one more. Save myself filling in a whole bunch of stuff. And then I guess this would be the bottom. Yeah. Jeez. Another giant hole. There must be a ravine that runs through this whole place. Wasn't there a ravine over here somewhere? Oh, down there. Actually, this might get a little bit too skinny. I was talking about this yesterday. I find that when rivers get too narrow and too deep, they look kind of funny. Yeah, we'll bring this back up here. Right, now here I think we can fill this in. That's where salmon spawn in real life, so that makes sense. No, totally, yeah. Yeah, I think salmon in the rivers is a great addition. We need more dirt. Oh, we're almost there. I think I'm going to save the bone meal for another day. How far are you riverscaping down to the next town? No. No, I'm just getting rid of the sand. It's just to that bend there. But we need to go back to the keep. Let's go in the back door. I normally try to walk around more in here, but you're trying to get something finished. Oh, we're crashing the game. Crap. Not sure why it does that. Not every time. It's the mod, like it's the inventory mod. We figured that out yesterday when I was refreshing my potions. I don't want to remove it, but I guess I probably should. Just because this takes forever. Actually, you know what? Let's just take a shulker box and we'll call that done. I'm going to have to start remembering that I've got stuff in the crypt storage now. I don't think about this very often. Again, I have to do this by hand because of this silly mod not working. It's the T30. It's not the shift click. It's an animation. It gives Java Minecraft the same fluid animation that I think happens in Bedrock, where the item actually slides across the screen. Like if I clicked on this, you know, in here, you can actually see it move like that, as opposed to just like showing up. And I find it a lot easier to track where your stuff is going. But sometimes it ends up crashing the game. And it is up to date for this version of Minecraft. We're running 1.20.1 right now, but it's not updated for 1.20.4. So I might just bail on it, which sucks because I really like it, because it makes Minecraft feel more like a modern game. Not that Minecraft isn't modern, but you know what I mean? Like it brings some of the inventory stuff kind of up to what I would consider more modern visual fidelity for GUI stuff. Again, I try not to leave too many super straight lines. Feels like a little bit of natural gravel. Cool. Right, well, we'll be going forever if I try to get rid of all the sand everywhere all the time. So, I think this is where we call this done. At least as far as Westhill is concerned. Make it look like there's actually maybe some natural sand here on purpose. Sure. Right, I don't think we missed anything. Looks pretty smooth to me. Joel, this is done. Also, Joel continues to place blocks. Yeah, that's accurate. I have to remember this combination of clay and gravel. I actually quite like it. Cool. And this all looks pretty good. Yeah. Now this gets really deep, and I'm not entirely sure I like it. I think we might end up filling in this little chunk. I was messing around with the rock there, but I feel like it's better off a little bit more shallow. And then the other thing, we did a little bit of work along here because we've got all this stuff that was done. And then we also have this stuff here was finished because we've got this path and there's a little secret entrance down here. And this goes up to the church courtyard. And so all this has got some bushes and some more things. And this is what I mean by like when you have a small point of interest, I tend to do like a little bit more work around the bottom. And then the last part we have to do is down here where obviously this turns into sand and all this other kind of stuff. And there's a giant arrow you'll see up here, which obviously indicates, hey, by the way, Minecraft didn't finish the job, but we need to go in that direction and connect it. I don't think this is visible from anywhere. My plan was to eventually have this road. I think it actually goes up to the left here. Yeah, I think my plan was to actually have a little bridge over here. Just because I thought it was a cool little area. So this is the kind of thing where, like, because we have the medieval area now, having a little bridge that goes across there, you know, and connects to the other road would be cool. But it's not something that Westhill needs to be complete. It's one of those things where, like, maybe in a year I'm in the mood to make a medieval bridge and I just come back and do that, you know? So it's nice to kind of start spreading the different styles on the server around, which is fun. I think I went the wrong way. Yep, that's fine. Something for future Joel. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to leave future Joel with nothing to do. We'll just take a minute and I was going to say we'll quickly clean out the inventory, but it might take a lot longer given that the mod is giving us some trouble. It wasn't a problem until just like this week. So I'm not sure what the issue is. That's full. I can just put that back in storage. And those can go back. That can go back. Yeah, see, like, it feels like it's when I do too many stacks at once. But there's the animation, right? See it translates? That's what's going on. So it seems to be okay with like small amounts of stuff. But I don't want another crash right now, so I'm going to take my time. Gravel, we've got andesite here. Stone. Clay is inside. Iron is over here. I must have filled that up with water by accident after I drank the potion. I've done that before. Bed. Cool. Now this looks like the weather outside today in Nova Scotia, except there's more snow on the ground. Somehow I doubt that future Joel will ever be left by current Joel with nothing to do. No, that's fair. That's fair. It might be just because there's a lot of stuff around here too. And play this one? Yeah. Oh man, we're full up on... Do these stack now? No, that's the new release, they stack. And sand is full. I'll have to mess with that. I'll have to put some more sand somewhere else. And grass, I think grass is also full. Yep. We have a lot. Those shulker boxes are all full of grass too. So you know what? Don't care. One of these is the tables and chairs. There it is there. And these just don't work anymore, I don't think. Nope. Why they're jungle trapdoors, I've got no idea. Right, let's go put the dirt back. And I guess I just have to find home for the clay. Cool. Well, folks, that's where I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to continue to stream, but I'm going to switch over to Satisfactory. I'm looking forward to getting this place done. This is going to be a fun place. We're going to turn it into a distillery, I think, with some like copper stills and all kinds of cool things. But I'm going to take a good 10 or 15 minute break. I'll leave the stream up and running with a countdown, and then we'll switch over to Satisfactory. If you want to follow me on social media, it's Joel Duggan, very easy to find. Same thing with podcasts. You can either just look up my name on podcasts, or you can look for things like the Spawn Chunks, which is about Minecraft, and the Citadel Cafe, which is about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Recorded a new one with Steven this week. I've got to edit that and get that out there. So look forward to a new one there. You can also, of course, check out Patreon. It's one of the best places to support your favorite streamers, and that's at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It keeps me streaming, keeps me making content for you folks. Thanks ever so much to Cosmic and Sandy for the moderation. Popping in from time to time, and of course to the fantastic support from MindTripMedia and Cosmic, as well as Voldare with the subs, bits, and gift subs. I really appreciate it. So hang tight, folks. We're going to switch over to Satisfactory. I'll see you in just a bit.